myself out it. Don't talk about it, boy, they said you gotta be about it. So I be trying to face the world head on. Front seat riding, cruising down the meadows. Pedal to the meadow, cool breeze blowing down the windows. Calm trees, blowing trees, get that boy some headroom. On the interstate in traffic, but I swerve out. What's the moves for the night? What's the word now? What's the links? Hit me up, we could go now. I got hella pieces, she got hella features. Get me hella geeked up, she be blowing shisha.
Good morning again, everybody. We're going to get started shortly here.
If you do not speak
make sure that y'all hit that like button, y'all. Is liking it or not?
Tell me what you want. Don't be trying to front like I ain't what you want. I ain't here to stun, let me take you out for lunch. I'ma get you drunk, yeah, feeling on your buns. Licks in the blunt, I got ash in my cup. All these girls showing up, but I don't give a fuck. Cause you the one I want, girl, you the one I want. Girl, you the one I want. Hey, come and show me love. Shorty wanna be a rider, and I'm feeling high, I can't deny it. She a badge on Maya, and when I seen her, man, she look fire. She got me feeling higher than a sour, so I'm trying to feel how I feel inside her. I asked her what she doing, she like nada. She just chillin', about to get up in the shower. I said, alright, cool, I'ma be there in an hour. I just wanna live like a Conan Matata. I ain't got no time for no baby mama drama. All about my comments, my letters, no tomatoes. Always bragging what they got up in they wallet. Ain't no really telling if we let us see tomorrow. Get it on my own, I ain't really tryna bar. So I stay fly, gotta dress up in the sauna.
A.R. Walker, good morning to you. I appreciate that. Good morning.
Tell me what it is, what you want from me, what you want from me. Tell me what it is, don't tell me what it ain't. They try to throw salt, it just made the pressure raise. Going through a phase, gotta get myself out it.
All right, y'all.
Boy, they said you gotta be
it's
about
time
it.
for
So
the best damn morning show that you
Front seat riding,
like it or not.
Meadows, pedal to
it's
the
about
meadow. Cool breeze blowing down the windows.
Go.
Calm trees, blowing trees, get that boy some headroom.
Like It or Not with Benjamin Dixon starts now. Like It or Not with Benjamin Dixon starts now.
Good morning. Your mic.
Wait a minute.
There
it is. Good morning, people. It was automatically muted, then not automatically muted. So good morning, people. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
There's some clipping coming off from your mic.
Some static, but we'll figure. I don't know what that is. It's technology. We have fights with technology pretty often in what we do. But good morning and welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth
and not care who likes it
or not.
It's still a work in progress. It's still a work in progress.
You always try to say it's working, but
y'all ain't told me a goddamn thing yet. Y'all
no, but you did that though, Bubba. You did it though. You didn't know, but you came with it, and I like that.
He did it. He represented. Well, good morning to everyone in all the different chat rooms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Be sure to click that like, share, and subscribe button. We have, I don't know. I was going to say a jam-packed show today, but I'm thinking I'm trying to cool it a little bit today.
Because it's the day before your birthday?
Because it's the day before my birthday.
It's the day before your birthday. Dang. And you might receive something like, because you live in the
boondocks.
In the boondocks. So you might receive something like literally around the time of the show. Hopefully, I don't know. I really wanted to come now, but
now it's something. It's something because my wife's going to answer the door. You're not sending me any like people in the birthday cakes or nothing crazy like that, right?
Yeah, no. I wish I could. I ain't got that kind of money yet, but I could send somebody up the street. Pookie them probably know somebody. But
well, this is a rated G household. G for Disney, right? That's what we got here.
Oh, D for Disney, not G for God. Godly.
God, put me on blast. Shout out to my pastor. I had a great time last week. Like we talked about that though. Last week I was able to get back to church for the first time, and the community was like, it was so good to be around human beings. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Getting back
for your birthday weekend.
No, just soon. So I'm not going out to. I don't want to be around people yet. It's too soon.
Okay.
It's
all right.
too
Well,
soon.
well, we're talking about your birthday here. The Lord is good. The church is great.
Yeah,
but
we are going to turn up.
To turn 41.
We about to turn up. I'm good and over the hill. So James, tomorrow night we're having the Zoom party, the patron party. If you're a patron, a Twitch subscriber, if you're a patron of the Benjamin Dixon Show, or if you're a patron of Like It or Not, you are invited to my party. And if you're just cool people, you're invited to my patron party, to my birthday Zoom. It's live, and we've been doing it for a whole year now, James. Right? You did
a whole year.
Last year you did it for me, and we're in the pandemic. That was our way of not getting that's our way of not being too depressed, being on lockdown. we got together on Zooms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And now people act like they don't remember Zooms. I remember when FAMU was doing their Zoom parties and taking it back to our set days.
Mm-hmm.
And the set, if anybody knows the
it's like there. the quad at Bethune-Cookman.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a memory that I will always remember. I have photos that I was screenshotting on my laptop. I would screenshot and just to remember the moments, and they came up as a memory. So I was like, dang, we was in the house and I was twerking with margaritas and Haitian rum at the same damn time.
You were no good. You were no good to anybody the next day.
Not a person.
Margarita
and I did it all again the next day.
We have a first guest coming up in a second here. We're going to be talking about Ohio's 11th congressional district race with Nina Turner. We'll be talking about that in a minute. But James, before we go, how's Mama Gwen doing?
She's good.
She's good. She's turned up because last we talked about her, she went down to Miami. And she was going down there to party, and we never really got a report back on how the turn up was.
Man, Gwen came back, her knees were swollen up, her booty looked like it got bigger. She got a Brazilian butt. Yeah. She just went to see Dr. Miami while she was down there. Hey, Mom. Good morning, Mom and Daddy. Love y'all. Child, she had her a good old time.
Man, listen.
Mama done threw her ass in a circle in Miami.
Because the last time we had a patron party, Mama Gwen was there, and she was telling us she was getting ready to go to Miami. James, we were talking about we have to have a grit off. You and me gonna compare some grits. I'm gonna cut some grits. You gonna cook some grits. But the last thing she said was, "I'm getting ready to going down to Miami." I said, "Wait a minute, Mama Gwen, you're going out there and turn it up." And it's good to see people getting back to some normalcy, though, right? It's good for people to be able to travel a little bit, and that's because you forgot something, James.
Oh, I forgot. I had pictures from when she was down there. Mama had on a whole two-piece.
I told you.
Daddy had on a Speedo. I was like, look at y'all wilding.
Oh, wow. That sounds like well, you know
There's
what?
a story.
They were on the beach.
Couple goals.
And you were also on the beach as well, Bubba.
Yeah.
How was that moment for you?
It was wonderful. It was
He said he didn't want to come back.
Man, I didn't want to come back. If I ain't had to do the show this morning, I love y'all so much. I had to come back. But I wanted to stay on that beach, because when I tell you,
it was
just
man,
like,
it looked like life. That's what I need to do. I need to get to, for my birthday. If I don't do anything else, I need to get somewhere and have some time like that, man. Of course, with the family, with my wife and
yes,
the kids.
And while everyone is watching, this is the day before Benjamin Dixon's birthday, and I know that he doesn't ask for much, but because y'all know I am like the collection plate, it's his birthday. So I need you to drop your Cash App, Benjamin Dixon. David, if you know it, drop it in so that everybody can also celebrate you on today and for everything that you do. And I know that you're not going to ask for anything, but I will.
You know what? So do it. I don't know if I want to drop my Cash App, because I want to get a Cash App for like the Benjamin Dixon Show and the projects I'm doing there. So maybe if y'all want to just, I don't want to block my blessing either. So, but that said, let's do this first.
So David, drop that Cash App.
Hang on. Let's before y'all do that, because we do have Tara Samples on hold. She's coming in councilwoman Samples. I want to bring her into the conversation this morning before they raise an offering for me for my birthday. Council member Samples, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Councilwoman.
Good morning, Benjamin. I'm over here waiting for your Cash App.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Cash App like
I'm
this
trying
morning.
to blessings on this good Friday morning.
Right.
All right. I'll put it in. I'll put it in the chat room. Y'all know me. I'm not like that. You know what? Let's do PayPal. PayPal is a little more, a little better for me. So I'll drop my PayPal link in the chat room. It's like and I'll figure it out. But that's not important, because what's important right now is the race that's happening in Ohio's 11th congressional district. Polling came out this week that shows that Nina Turner is, she is doing phenomenal with 50% of the vote, and the next closest candidate is down at 15%. Congratulations, because I know you're working with the campaign, you're consulting, you're an advisor. Congratulations on that. Tell us how the race is going and how and the things that you're doing to help out.
Right. Well, thank you first for having me this morning. And I will tell you, the race is going phenomenal. We are off to a fast start and a fast finish. We know that the true testament here is the voters, making sure those voters show up on election day, or even the beginning of early voting, which begins on July the 7th. So yes, our polling shows that our soon-to-be Congresswoman Nina Turner is 50% ahead in the polls, but that comes from hard work and from the work that she has done here in the Vineyard, as we call it, prior to her announcing that she's going to run for Congress. We are hopeful and we are excited, but we are not taking that polling for granted. We will continue to knock the doors. We will continue to make the calls. We will continue to do the work so that we know that on August the 3rd, she is victorious in this race.
Now, Councilwoman, you're from that area. You know that area. What district? Like, tell us about your roots in that area around the 11th district.
Right. So the 11th congressional district, when of course our Republican counterparts and their gerrymandering selves, when they got the district, they started up in Collier County, which is in Cleveland, where Senator Turner lives, but it cuts all the way through Summit County, where I live, and Akron is the biggest municipality in Summit County. So it cuts all the way down through Akron. I am born and raised here. I know this community in my sleep. Know that the work that she has done, not just in Collier County, but her civic work that she's done here in Summit County is the reason why people in this district love her so much. Yeah. Just for example, she and I and Representative Brandt, we went and knocked on doors this past Sunday. And I tell you, every door that we knocked on over 100 doors. Get this. Wow. She's running for Congress and she still knocks on doors. She was out to visit us. We knocked on doors, got chased by a dog.
What?
Barbecues.
Come on now. Hang on. You mean, wait a minute. Senator Turner, Nina Turner is out there knocking on doors and had to run from some dogs. I mean, I know that happens, but come on. Wow.
I love it. It shows the personal, you know, the relatability. I'm talking about out here and we getting chased by dogs. I hope y'all had on flats though, because you know, with the head
let me take it a step further. She got invited to all the fancy barbecues. Me and Representative Brandt got chased by that pit bull.
Pit bull too, sis?
It was a pit bull?
On behalf, but you know you're doing the work.
He wanted us for lunch and dinner.
I know you're doing the good work. Did anybody jump on a car? Because you know safety. Sometimes when you're running from the dogs, you got to look for the nearest car. Jump on the car. It's just me. It's just me.
No, not at all. Like I'm thinking about
you.
No, listen.
I about ran Representative Brent over running from the dog.
Listen. You will see. You ain't never seen a big dude move as fast as I will move, and the dog come chasing me. You'll find me.
Likewise.
You'll find me trying to scale a fence. I have no business trying to scale. So I'm glad you guys are okay. And you're out there doing this important work. And I appreciate you contextualizing, because you know you can't just show up and get 50% just because you have a national name. You get that because you have some local grounding there in the area. Talk about Senator Turner's work in that area.
Right. So you have to think Senator Turner was on city council, and prior to city council, she worked for Mayor Michael White, who was the mayor of Cleveland for quite some time before she even went to Cleveland City Council, and then on to the state Senate. And then take it even a step further, she ran for Secretary of State here in the state of Ohio, running against probably the worst Secretary of State in the country at that time. And she put in the work, and because of the work that she has put in, even prior to becoming a national co-chair for Senator Sanders, she had already done the work. So knocking on those doors, and when I tell you every door except for one person who was still undecided, out of all those doors, everyone said, we know her. Oh, that's our girl. We went to school.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has done the work, and it is showing by every door that we have knocked on. So we are confident as long as our people show up, she will absolutely be victorious in this race.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
And then to having you, Councilwoman, it seems like right by her side. It's like, you know, having people that are like-minded around you and pushing for you, and you give that same exact energy. You were saying like it cuts right through Akron. I hope I'm saying that right. But Akron, thank you. You know, don't get me together, people in Ohio. I'm learning too. But I know that LeBron James come from there. And so we know not only do you guys have in that area LeBron James, but then you also have Senator, you know, Nina Turner. I'm talking. This is huge.
Power,
you know, it's powerful in that area, and I really hope that people take the examples that Nina Turner is doing and apply that to their own areas outside of that. I think Florida needs a little bit of something. Florida ain't got nothing like that.
We need some of that down in Florida and in Georgia. I want to let me ask you this. In terms of the race right now, particularly because of a lot of attention being given to her because of her work with Bernie Sanders, and you've outlined how she's done the work there locally. Could you talk about like how she's balancing that? Because it seems to be like there's a group of people who want to dismiss her because of her work for Senator Sanders and his presidential campaign. But not only was she an asset to him, but she's been an asset to that district since she's been out here working.
Absolutely. And she has taken Cleveland everywhere with her when doing that work. You know, I think it's unfortunate that when you elevate yourself, there's some people who aren't happy with your elevation. And it's unfortunate. The work that she has done will not just be beneficial to the 11th congressional district. It's going to be beneficial to the state. It's going to be beneficial to this nation, because those relationships that she has fostered and formed across this country, when she gets to Congress, she's going to be able to walk in the doors and have conversations with people that some of our current congressmen and women aren't able to have. And that's because she has done the work locally and nationally. And that national footprint that she has made for herself and for the district and for her city and for her hometown, it is going to speak volumes when she gets to Congress. She's gonna be able to show them better than she can tell them when she gets there.
All right.
So one last question, because I don't want to hold you too long, but I'm curious about her, how you see this unfolding. And this is what I mean. I think there's a lot of people who like to dismiss, and I got a little baby here running here. Go close the door, Jeremiah. Thank you. And he would come in here without any pants on, perfect for an internet moment. But no, seriously, I think this is what I want to kind of get at with Senator Turner, because she challenges the system.
Yes.
And it's not easy being a Black person who challenges the system, let alone the Democratic Party. But she's definitely a voice, and she's working through the Democratic Party. Talk about the kind of powerhouse that she would be in Washington, D.C.
Wow. I can't wait for that day to see her take the floor and have to, have those conversations with Manchin, who's a Democrat. We need someone who can have those honest conversations with our party and being honest and unapologetic about it. Does not mean that you are not, a part of that party. You just got to hold people's feet to the fire, regardless of what party you come from. And that's what she is going to bring to that. We want some honest truth tellers, not puppets in DC.
That's it.
That's what she's going to be.
Absolutely. Councilwoman Tara Samples, thank you so much for coming in and filling us in. And listen,
Thank
when
you.
when she
Absolutely.
wins, we want to have her on the show, and I want to have you back on the show.
So we can have
Absolutely.
a really magical moment, and then we
Right.
kick Ben off, and then be me, you,
Yes.
and Senator
Yes. Black
Congresswoman
Girl Magic all day.
Turner.
Okay, I'm for it.
Okay.
All right,
You
listen.
be playing all the music. I mean, we need Shaka Khan in the background. We need like some old school Anita Baker. We need all of that,
Man,
and then we're gonna
I
run
would-
the grill to
I
some new,
would love
some new
that.
music.
Put all three of y'all on screen, me and Ben in the background. Let
A
y'all
celebration.
have a
A
celebration.
big celebration.
I need to
got
take a
all
day
the
off
music.
anyway.
Put me on screen.
Absolutely.
Got all the
I'm
music.
here
I
for
would
all
love
of that.
Hey,
All
thanks
right.
so much, James. Let's take a little quick break. I know we have a whole lot of names to catch up on. When we come back, we have a lot of stories to cover, and we have another guest coming on. We have to talk about some of the intricacies that's going on in the just all the way around conservatism versus the Democrats. We more likely than not after this.
Good morning again, people. It's about to go down, so let's get ready. Whole lot of names to read this morning. So when I go away for a day, man, y'all break the internet. So here we go. New patrons for Wednesday and Thursday. We have Robin L, Nate L, Rylan B, Nate L again, who joined the Lion and the BPD Patreon. We have Luke K, Lacey. We have I Always Shine. Come on, I Always Shine. I feel that. Sheila R, Travis F, Laura Estrada. Good morning, Laura. She increased her pledge. I appreciate you, Laura. Sam McKinney increased their pledge. Our new Twitch subscribers. Monkey Daddy Gaming, subscribe with Prime. Sankofa CSD, subscribe with Prime. Mimosa Dragon gifted 3 subscriptions. We have JN Lee 1981 who gifted 1 subscription to Fastest Killer. We have Ellinger 88 who gifted 1 subscription to Ginger Snap. Platinum Yeti, I had a funny Ginger Snap joke that I have to tell y'all later date. Jungle Cruise, whole story. Platinum Yeti gifted 2 subscriptions. And all of the above on Twitch resulted in a level 2 hype train. And if you don't know what a hype train is a supersized celebration when community members, such as yourself, unite to support a streamer they love. It challenges the community to reach epic levels of hype and rewards participants for keeping the train on track. So shout out to y'all for that. Hype train level 2, man. That's some good stuff. Appreciate y'all. Butternut Squash 3281 resubscribe for 1 month. We have Siscat resubscribe for 1 month and commented Buenos Dias from Ashland, Oregon. The Chicken Fried Dragon resubscribe for 1 month. We have and commented good morning. Chicken Fried Dragon also gifted 2 subscriptions to Waxing Philosophical and Renieritis. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Still love you though. Arachno Zach subscribe. Moose Soup cheered 300 bits. NZ Cassie cheered 1 bit. And Mimosa Dragon cheered 100 bits. Woo! Boy, I'm tired. All right, so we thank y'all so much for joining. Maybe I'll go away again, see how many more patrons we can get when I leave. Yeah, might do that. Or I'll stay and see how many more patrons we get while I'm here. There we go. So if you have not already, if you need to, you want to, you definitely want to, join patreon.com/likeitandnot, patreon.com/likeitandnot. Become part of the family, y'all. Y'all already family. Go ahead and commit to it. You know you want to. And also make sure that you subscribe to the new YouTube channel that is Like It or Not Show. You can do tinyurl/like it or not, tinyurl/like it or not. And also don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and Facebook at Like It or Not Show, at Like It or Not Show on Instagram and Facebook. Bubba is out of breath, so he is going to play you at least 1 track before we get back to that, the news. Here we go.
Time goes by and yet I wonder
Good morning again, Mom and Daddy. Love y'all so much.
Are you still loving the game? I know I don't. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. So I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free.
All right, y'all, real quick, before we get back to it, want to read a few of these super chats, man. Boy. Infinite Content said, Rebecca's going to send you a FAMU sweatshirt, man, and background. Don't be deluded by what it's going to be hidden for. LOL. Jam Tomb on Twitch says, good on you, Rebecca. Force him to take the love. Amber Layla, drop your Cash App and stop being bashful, Ben, and send it 50 stars. Brother Chuck Diesel, happy pre-birthday, Brother Ben. Thank you for keeping us sane over the past year. Antoine Simpson, happy pre-birthday, Ben. Welcome back, Brother James. Hope your trip was a success. Yes, it was. Hello, Rebecca. Looking as beautiful as ever. Looking as beautiful as ever. Happy Friday, like it or not, fam. Woo! All right, y'all. That is it for me. More like it or not. Let's get to it.
On back, David. There we go. I was like, bro, where are we at? Appreciate all the love, you guys. I dropped
It was like a hard cut, though.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready either.
We'll
it was
smooth
like,
it out.
It was like no, because I was here with it. You know, I was right here, and then I was like,
you looked up and
I
there
heard
we were.
Ben's voice, David. I was like,
So I went ahead and dropped my PayPal in the chat.
Good job.
And then you go. Feel free to do
drop him them birthday coins. It's like a virtual pinning, right? Yeah, so exactly. When they have that little pin on them, and then you just pin them up. And if we had drinks, we would get them all drunk, you know. But
it is Friday.
It's Friday, so. Yes. Well, no, not yet. Maybe towards the end of the show, but yeah, definitely, because I got a bottle of wine that needs a cracking. There's a reason, but
Look, let's talk about some national politics for a minute. I have another guest coming on in about 10 minutes, and we're going to dig into some of the intricacies of it. But on the top level, David, I want us to run that clip. Run the first clip that you had. And I want us to talk about this because, well, it wouldn't be the show unless we cover some national politics. Let's take a look.
Okay.
No, not that one, David. Drop that one. Go back to the other one. I think the healthcare one.
And then we're going to talk about what the feasibility of that happening.
Well, before we go to break, though, I'm going to add that I think any Medicare for all, any government-run health care is now dead, because you look at Tony Fauci, and who would want some spotlight-seeking, power-hungry career bureaucrat who's some fame floozy deciding who gets to live and
people
who
without
dies.
insurance would still prefer that.
No, they wouldn't.
No, that's the emergency room, Jessica, please.
We all have health care in this country. Up next, America under attack.
I think she thought that was funny. This is Fox News, The Five, and they're discussing, this is their argument, that because Anthony Fauci has, quote unquote, done such a bad job that now everyone should be really clear about why we don't need Medicare for all. They're doing a 2, 3, 4 for one right here. They're stretching it really thin here, but it really just speaks the volumes to the ignorance of their audience, because they buy these ridiculously dumb arguments. It makes, first of all, you got to, for this to even work, Rebecca, you have to go underneath the assumption that you agree that Anthony Fauci has done a bad job. Now, Anthony Fauci, I wish he would have done more underneath Donald Trump, but he kept trying to be, the good consultant. Like he didn't want to be fired and not be able to do the job that he needed to do. So he played along with Donald Trump. But I don't see him. It doesn't make sense to me that they're trying to sell him to be a failure when he's helping us actually kind of recover from the 400,000 people that died underneath Donald Trump. What do you think?
This is dumb. The emails didn't show anything crazy. Like, let's be honest. this man was doing his job. Now, as far as him under Donald Trump, we all thought maybe he should step up, but he kind of gave off one of those like timid vibes when it came to being on camera and in the media. But behind the scenes, he was still trying to do what he could to let people know about what was going on while Donald Trump was trying to push the information to the side. I think that's what we should focus on. The Five and Fox News are focused on the email gate, which isn't a gate yet, but they're trying to make it an email gate. They're trying to make it a controversy that it isn't. I looked and I didn't
it was nothing there.
It was nothing there. So I honestly don't know why. And this is why they're doing the and it's kind of, and I can't lie, it's kind of what we did in the beginning with Donald Trump. When anything that would happen with Donald Trump, it could be the smallest thing and it could be nothing. Right. We would cover it. And I was forced at the time to cover it. But in a way where it was just satire and it was just like, hey, let's just we don't need to be doing that anymore. Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
That's real.
You can get caught up with it.
Yeah. Like this kind of like, is this saying we can't put too much attention on the emails, right? When it comes to Dr. Fauci. There's a lot of other things that we could probably
Republicans.
discuss.
That's what Republicans specialize
will
in.
Do. Yes, and they will definitely hone in on that. And which we saw, they made a joke about.
They know what's in their emails. They know they know the reason this works for Republicans because they know they got a whole bunch of email trails of all the stuff they done hooked up with their mistress through emails. They done done their own little drug deals through emails. So they assume if you just say emails that everybody in the country is going to be like, oh, wait a minute.
Because of how they did Hillary. Exactly. So they're like, oh, email. Let's use the email because you know how we used email back then. Remember what it did? Let's use emails today. Okay. That's exactly how they did it.
What's in y'all emails? What's in your emails?
What's in your email?
No. I'm coming to James. Let's go to you first, man.
I thought you were giving me the commercial with Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, no. Now don't tell me don't say anything that you don't want on the internet for the rest of eternity. So but just kind of you can like if somebody were to go through your if you were in email gate, what would it be about?
Mine would be good. It would be too much shopping from Amazon.
Okay.
And that's about it.
But that is a controversy in our crowds because we don't like Amazon around these parts.
I know.
But you're not the only one. You're not by yourself.
I was like, people acting up on the show today talking about Amazon. I don't like Amazon either, but Amazon be
I don't like them either.
Seconds.
But it's funny flying out yesterday. They got whole Prime jets. I'm like, it's a whole fleet.
Yeah,
Amazon Prime jets.
I hate. Dang, don't tell me that. That means just coming in less than 24 hours to the crib.
Yeah.
Anywho, y'all,
listen, Amazon it's not your fault. It's not your fault that Amazon has a monopoly on e-commerce. And they can break all the rules and get all the benefits, and still their CEO Jeff Bezos gets a bailout of his space company. He got all this money, and the American government about to give him $10 billion to bail him out. This man I need a bailout. Okay, Rebecca needs a bailout. James needs a bailout. The American people need a bailout. But that's why you see jets up there, because they have an unfair monopolistic monopoly on e-commerce, and the government just gives them what they want. But that's a whole different conversation for another day. Joining us now is Mary Angela Perna. She is a podcaster. She has her show. But she is definitely well versed on some of these intricacies of the stories that we were talking about, Rebecca. Mary, how are you? Thanks for joining me.
Hey, Mary.
Oh, thanks for having me. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
yes, we can see you.
Hear and see you. It's good for you to. Thanks for joining us. I
put makeup on.
and you look beautiful. And you look. Why do all the women who get on the here be like, put makeup on to get on this show? Okay, I put makeup on this morning at
Rebecca, because you becoming all dolled up. You becoming like you becoming beat with the earring like that.
Because I have to be here all day, but I understand every woman who comes on here and says it, because it's like we rolled out of bed and we put makeup on.
We went through all this. to get up
For
this early
you,
to
you.
talk to me.
And thank you, Mary, for it. You look beautiful.
So Mary, listen, we had an interesting conversation yesterday, and part of me wishes that we could have recorded our conversation yesterday itself, because it really kind of captured the fights that we have going on multiple levels, on the international level, on the American political level, and even all the way down to like the Twitter beefs that happen.
Right.
And while I don't use the airtime here to talk about those Twitter beefs, I think we see it reflected in national politics with Steve Bannon and the kind of power that he has, the kind of moves that he's made, but also the agenda that he has. Like, talk about it from your research and all your, digging into these issues. These Republicans, the conservatives, aren't playing around with us right now.
No. And I think that, look, I come from the Bernie left, and regardless of who you supported in the primary this last round, I'm on the left. I mean, my show reflects that. Look at my guest list. But in the last year and change, I really focused in a major way on Bannon. And I watched he has a podcast on War Room. I've watched it every day. It's on 6 days a week. And so it became like, because it was the pandemic and everything else, I saw what he was doing. And I had people on my show that are experts on right wing, like Jared Holtz and Will Sommer and David Nyward. I could go on. So I became very invested in what are they doing? What is the problem? What's going on here? So what Bannon is doing, he went to Europe when he got kicked out of the White House. And he tried to do what he calls a nationalist populist movement. Working with Marie Le Pen, working with Viktor Orban, trying to put up war rooms all around like the EU, because they want to break up the EU. And Breitbart London had the person that was in charge of that, working for Bannon, was working with Nigel Farage to have Brexit. So this is global, and it's very much about America. Now we're a two-party system. But what he's doing, he was a part of Stop the Steal. Every actor that you see that was a part of that insurrection, I don't know why Ali Alexander is not behind bars. I don't know why the Women for America First, Amy Kremer and Kylie Kremer. I saw that stage of 1-6 a week prior. What, am I psychic? No, it was on Bannon's show. So every major player went on Steve Bannon's show. This is why the left needs to care about this. So what they're doing is they took the Stop the Steal. Now it's become these fake audits and trying to pressure GOP-controlled state legislatures. You guys, we have to care. On the left, we cannot even talk about Medicare for all until we get this under control. They're going after voting rights, and it's a problem.
Let me jump in there real quick,
by the way,
because and that last part is critical. They're using populist language to undermine our ability to have any say in this democracy. And if you want anything done in this democracy, including Medicare for all, we cannot take our eyes off the ball of what people like Steve Bannon is doing, because he's playing for keeps. He's playing for the whole thing. You said it, and this is where the international relations, like the global level, comes in, because he's not trying to do this just for America. He's modeling this, and he's joining in with other factions across the globe that are what I saw someone on Twitter say it, and it was perfect. It's a pan-reactionary movement. It is a movement across the globe of conservative far right wingers who want to seize power and to roll back the clock because they don't want liberal democracy. They do not. And when I say liberal democracy, to everybody on Twitter who just lost their minds, liberal democracy is an international relations term. It is a way that we understand the current power structure of the day, right? But if you say liberal,
Western, the way to do it is you say democracy with like a small d. Like, just say it like that.
Democracy with a small d, right? That way they don't dig in there and say, "Oh, he said liberal." But that said,
a neoliberal sellout. Yeah,
right. But while they're screaming neoliberal sellout, Steve Bannon is forming a right-wing coalition across the globe, a pan-reactionary movement, and all of these people that he's aligning with, they don't want what progressives want, or do they?
Bernie Sanders wants. And by the way, when he's pressed about, Ari from you went on a show on MSNBC I implore people to go look at this. It's a 1-hour interview with Bannon about 2 years ago. So do you remember the only piece of legislation that Trump passed was those tax cuts? Okay?
That's right.
You want to talk about
2017.
trickle down? That's the
Yep.
classic rate. That's neoliberalism. If you want to talk about on steroids, all right, was those tax cuts in 2017. So obviously that kind of, so for all of Bannon's, we're the blue collar party and populism, and I'm fighting for the little guy. So Ari from MSNBC, he presses him on it, like he pushes back. Now, if you're gonna have Bannon on, you don't do a softball interview. You go
right.
after him, right?
Right.
So he presses him. Like, what are you talking about? Like, how do you square this with your populist rhetoric and your, like he says he likes Bernie Sanders. That's something Bannon would say. And so Ari really pushed back, and he has when he's pressed, just like all of them, just like a Josh Hawley, just like Tom Cotton, they have no answers because
fold.
there are no answers.
Right.
They're using populist blue collar language to try to appeal to like a Sanders left. And the thing that you hear all the time, well, Bernie used to be against immigration. These people are nationalists, so you understand.
Yeah.
Bernie did say some things on Lou Dobbs many years ago, but Bernie Sanders is not for what we're talking about here at all.
At the core of it, if I could push the conversation a little further, at the core of it, it's the idea, Rebecca, this comes back to our conversation yesterday.
Bipartisanship. That's where I was going. I was waiting for you to let me in there real quick. And I was like, that's all it sounds like.
It's the reaching across the aisle, but you're reaching, you're not bringing them to us.
Yeah.
You're taking us to them.
You're reaching with short arms. There is nothing that you really want to do. You're not really trying to help or assist. You're using, like she said, a certain type of language to pull in, pull in a certain type of folks, so that when they say, "Oh, well, he did say he liked, Bernie Sanders, and he liked,
he must be okay."
Right.
Yeah, and this is a Steve Bannon that we're talking about,
right?
And he also did say that he liked this certain person, so it must make them bipartisan.
Or in this case, Rebecca, they say like we like socialized healthcare. We like Medicare for all. We want a safety net.
So that means that I'm for the people.
And then he doesn't.
Exactly. Well, they use that language. They use that language to pull in people who, on the left, they start making the arguments for them. Like, oh, you got the Glenn Greenwalds who are now saying that Steve Bannon is a socialist.
He's a socialist. Is a socialist, right?
Right. But unpack it from there, because it is, to me, it's part of the same thing. What Steve Bannon is doing is very similar to what the Republicans are doing. Well, actually, what Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema are doing. Right?
People on our side are doing.
I was just about to say.
Go for it.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, Ben, when you and I talked off air, and I've been much more. Right now, we're a two-party system, and all you third-party people, it ain't happening anytime soon. I've been pushing back on this for years. So. Right now, we have one party. Don't believe me? Go look for yourself. We have one party that believes in Alex Jones level. Stop the steal. The election wasn't real. They're going after on the state control. They're going to make it so it's harder to vote. They're undermining democracy. And then we have a democracy party. I'm not pushing. As I'm this DNC apologist. It's not about that. It's about. Our democracy is in peril. And if we allow people to get confused, not be involved on you got to vote. I don't care what you do. I don't care how you have to get involved. There's a ton of outside groups like Fair Fight is doing amazing work. Yeah. Get involved. And I'm sorry, Ben, I want to address what you specifically asked.
Well, no. What I was specifically asking, and actually, I think you're getting to it. And the point is that the games that are being played at each level is the same game of bait and switch, right? We've gotten and go back to the three shot for me, David. We've gotten baited and switched by Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. We are getting bait and switched by people who think we should.
Right.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So So Kirsten Sinema, I'm going to quote my mentor, and you can call me Estelle at all you want, anyone's hearing this, but Randy Rhodes, I've loved forever.
Oh yeah.
And
Randy's great.
I first heard about Bernie Sanders from her. I first heard about Bernie Sanders from her show, by the way, 100 years ago. probably about way more than the first primary. And the first time I heard the word oligarchy was on Randy Rhoads' show with Bernie Sanders. Okay.
Yeah.
She's a big Bernie Sanders fan. So Randy says last night, she says, Kirsten Sinema's trolling us with those outfits and what she's doing. And I laughed right out loud. Is the girl trolling us? What is she doing? She used to be in the Green Party. Did you know that?
Yeah. She used to pretend like she was, and this is the part of the left. This is the part of the left that I have an issue with, because she was a so-called progressive. She was a so-called leftist in the Green Party, and then she jumped right over, and now she's defending the right wing. She literally stood there with John Cornyn yesterday and had a press conference with a Republican as to why she was going to help the Republicans protect the filibuster. Like, so she's literally over there calling it bipartisanship, but she's really betraying us. She's there on their behalf. Go ahead.
It pays, Ben. It definitely pays for her. See, she
gets the clout that she needs
everywhere that she's jumped, and then we look at the other side of people who are considered activists in the movement for whatever party, and we look at people that look like us. We talked about what's her name yesterday, Candace Owens, who started being like with a progressive and
with
very
the lawsuit from the NAACP, right?
And now she's super Republican and she's super strict on these conservative ideals, and it's like, why? Because it pays, right? And because she's a token person. And then we have the same thing for Kirsten Sinema. She has to make sure she protects her investment, and whatever this is how this is going to benefit her. That's what matters, and not the seat that she's sitting in that's supposed to be for the people.
Right.
So that's exactly what
Mary,
I got news for you. Yeah. Hey, Senator Sinema, if you're listening, I got news for you. Senator Manchin is in a much, like, if you're looking at the Cook report, I have candidates on, I got to look at these things. You're talking the difference between his states and Arizona is night and day. She's only been in there for 2 years, and I've got news for you, Senator Sinema. You're not safe. You're in a purple state. Blue. I don't know what else to tell you.
She thinks she has a seat.
That's not Mary saying it.
Right. Listen, she believes that she has a seat for the rest of her life, and she's going to be in there and be the nice, well-seasoned, old, senator who's been there for she's out of here in 4 years as soon as we can get her up. Mary, Angela, Perna, we got so many stories that I would love to talk to you about. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Bye, Mary.
So yeah, I wanted to, James, hey, good to see you, man. I wanted to bring her on because there are intricacies in there are things in this movement that get complicated and easily dismissed, and I think she's pretty good at she helped me understand a lot of that. So anyway, let's do this. We have a couple more things. It's Friday out, and I want to relax. I don't want to argue too much more about Republicans, and it's almost time for the after party. So I'll let y'all decide if we're going to stay in the public party or the after party. James, Rebecca, I'm done. I've done what I come to do.
It's your birthday. Look, you can do whatever you want to. Okay, you can do whatever you want to. But what? It's my party. I can cry if I want.
Okay. That's right.
Where is that from? Who sings that? Why do I know it?
You some old 50s singer.
You may cry too if it happened to you.
Sound like you're about to do it in Creole. No, it did. It really did. I thought maybe you could just drop. You can't drop it in Creole real quick.
The words would be different. The syllables would be off.
Okay, all right, never mind.
It's like BTS trying to sing "Up" by Cardi B in Korean. It wouldn't work right.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna work.
I can see that too. And look, every time you say "Up" by Cardi. Okay, just drop it.
Wait now. Wait a minute. I want to make sure that that's safe for work. Now, if it's not safe for work, we'll cut it and we'll go to the after party. Make sure what we got. What were you about to say, Rebecca? You about to say something else? If not, we could take 5.
Okay. I'm trying to read and make sure that video is good, just in case we can just end with it and head over to the patron party. The patron party, which is strictly for our patrons. It's like a VIP club, and if you are not a patron, definitely you would love to be. You need to be. And
listen, let me say thanks to a couple people who sent how do I
the PayPal's is coming through?
Yeah,
look, the PayPal's is coming through. Send him.
Thank you. Amanda sent $4.20. Duly noted.
420. Gotcha.
Shelby Hall, thank you so much. Kevin Reavers, thank you for that gift. Hang on. Ronnie Angel and Samantha Kinney, thank you so much, all of you, for sending gifts for my birthday. Now, that's my way of saying paypal.me/Benjamin P. Dixon. If you want to send me some love, since y'all made me do it.
No, I didn't make you do it. I did it for you because you didn't want to do it. So
You're right.
we got to make sure that you are set and you are good. I don't know why my delivery hasn't come yet, but it is what it is. We're gonna party anyway.
It'll be here. It'll be here by tomorrow's Zoom birthday party for me.
Yeah, it'll be here this morning, but it'll be here for your background in your little party.
Okay.
But
I have no idea what it is, but somebody said it's something from FAMU. So
I wish I thought about that, and I wish I literally I'm not that clever, right? So I wish I thought about that. So infinite content, yo, man, that was a good idea, and I should have did some real stuff like that. But no, I think we should definitely take it to the after party. If you are not a patron, definitely take it over to patreon.com/like-it-or-not and become a patron today. And if you are not subscribed to our Like It or Not channel on YouTube, because we are going to be taking the channel solely over to that
and you know what I can do? I'm going to send David, drop the link in Slack again. I know you already did, but the link to the after party in Slack. And I'm going to make sure anybody who sent a PayPal, I want to make sure that you have the link. Even if you're not a patron, my way of saying thank you is I'm going to email you back the link, and you can come to the patron party today. You can come to the after party, and you can come to the party tomorrow night. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna shut up. Rebecca, you can take us out of here. I need to go get some ice.
Yeah, go ahead and get some ice. Again, you guys, anybody who is not a patron and wants to be, definitely get over to patreon.com/like-it-or-not and head over to our Like It or Not YouTube page and become a subscriber right now. Share, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, because we are taking it over there, okay? And it'll be solely be over there. It'll still be presented by Benjamin Dixon.
Correction. It is over there, but it's already public, so all you got to do is go over there.
Just go next door, y'all.
Yeah, just go next door.
We in the same neighborhood.
We are going to shut it down on my channel. We want to shut it down on all of my channels, and everyone who wants the next half, go over to the YouTube channel and go to the Like It or Not YouTube channel. It's in the descriptions. That's it. Rebecca, James.
Yeah, so Ben is always going to cut me off. He don't like to not be working. Go get your ice for your throat. And everybody else, let's take it to the after party. James, take it away.
Say it again, say it again. You're saying you're sorry, so say it again. Only you can make my world go black. Say you love me, then you take it back. Say it again, say it again. You want my forgiveness, so say it again. You're my thunder of my darkest night. You just can't go back and make it right. 'Cause it's too late. Your time is up. Damage done and now it's stuck. 'Cause it's too late. You roll the dice, and now you have to pay the price. Yeah, I'm in a better place now. I'm not gonna worry, no. I'm not giving sorry, you're gonna be the lonely one. I'm in a better place now. I'm not gonna worry, no. I'm not giving sorry, you're gonna be the lonely one. Say it again, say it again. You're saying you feel bad, so say it again. Only you can do that. My heart was open wide. I could feel it breaking deep inside. 'Cause it's too late. Your time is up. Damage done and now we're stuck. Now your perfume stuck on my shirt. 'Cause it's too late. There's an empty left in my bed. I don't know about you, but put you first. I pay the price. They're all dead. First you were in, then
just want your time. I just want your time. Your time, oh, time. I need your time. 365, 24/7, I'll be fine. As long as you spend a little time. Just want your time. Chilling at the crib, but I think I'm about to step outside. Calling on my friends, thinking what I wanna do tonight. I just wanna be somewhere, I won't lose my mind. But when I hit the mall, it's the same thing every time. Got me some shining like it's Christmas. I be on your wish list, know you wanna kiss this. Sometimes don't lie if you're thirsty, it's okay. I hear it every day. Boys line up around the corner. Wait for my lemonade. Wait for my lemonade. That's my lemonade, make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade, make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade, make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade. Posted with my girls, all the boys wave when they pass by. All around the world, it's the same thing every time. Yeah. Got me some shining like it's Christmas. I be on your wish list, know you wanna kiss this. Summertime, don't lie if you're thirsty, it's okay. I hear it every day. Boys line up around the corner. Wait for my lemonade. Wait for my lemonade. That's my lemonade, make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade, make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade, make the boys say, hey. That's my Got me some shining like it's Christmas. I be on your wish list, know you wanna kiss this. Summertime, don't lie if you're thirsty, it's okay. I hear it every day. Boys line up around the corner. Wait for my lemonade. Wait for my lemonade. That's my lemonade, make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade, make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade, make the boys say, hey. That's my
It's time for the after party, y'all. Welcome back, Ben and Rebecca.
Hey. Where's Rebecca? Rebecca not here? She's still trying to get back to the screen. That's why I put the empty camera up there so everybody can see. Welcome to the after party, everybody. James, it's been a bop, man. What y'all got going on and what y'all got in y'all cups?
I really don't like you guys here. It's
What?
just- I didn't even know. I'm like, yo.
Weird. Hey, James played a whole set. You ain't know it's time to come back.
No, yeah. It was like everybody welcome for James, Rebecca and Ben, and then it was like I was around the kitchen island, so I had to. It's a long little one, so I had to.
Oh, we got 155 people watching right now. That's what's up.
Ben, it's all about you,
Good
baby.
morning. Good morning
All
again
for
to
you.
everyone. I woke up at 3:30 this morning, y'all. Y'all know I have not been back to sleep yet. I've been up just thinking.
Were you excited about your birthday, like a kid in a candy store?
No, but I did. I think I finally figured out what I'm going to do with my show, my podcast, the Benjamin Dixon Show podcast.
Talk about it.
I'm going to launch tomorrow, episode 1 of the Benjamin Dixon Show, and I'm going to kind of put together a story, a narrative about a lot of stuff that's happening and the conversations that I have. I be having some high key, amazing conversations, not even on air, and I want to bring some of those to the air because the stuff I'm talking behind the scenes with people about is 100% rooted in our politics. It's 100% rooted in us trying to do better for humanity, and it's a lot of controversial people. I think I'm gonna start talking about some of the controversies, Rebecca. I think it's time for me to
So Ben,
push
hold
the envelope.
on now.
Just a little by little.
Okay, just a little bit by little bit, but it is your prerogative, and I like it. I like it. It sounds it's innovative. It's fun. It gets the people going,
and it's.
So
it gets
like
people
that.
going, but no, it's like, not too much controversy, but it's like I may as because the people I talk to So there's a saying by what's that president's wife who used to always support Mary McLeod Bethune, Eleanor Roosevelt. Thank you,
Okay.
Eleanor Roosevelt. She has a saying. She says, and I don't want to get it wrong because my brother will get it, will beat me down for getting it wrong. But it basically says that, you know, we should be talking about ideas and not people. And I think a lot of times we get caught up in the particular of the mess of a like I could very well do an entire show about Twitter beef. Because the Twitter beef be rich, it be deep, it has backstory, it has foreshadow, it has all this amazing stuff. But like, you don't want to sit around talking about people. Talk about the ideas, talk about the things that are behind it. And that's kind of like paraphrasing. But the conversations that I have are like really amazing in terms of what's happening in the real world right now, what's happening in international politics, what's happening in national politics. Like some of the people I talk to, I don't even get to say their names on air. And you know, it's time to tell them, you might need to come and have this conversation with me on the Benjamin Dixon Show. So that's what I'm getting ready to do tomorrow. I'm dropping episode 1. It is.
You have guests on your episode 1? I
have guests. I have snippets. I have clips. But I'm taking my prerogative. Thank you, Benjamin. I'm taking my prerogative. And
pizza in the morning because it's your birthday.
It's my birthday, and why not? Because
right.
And it came straight from the baby boy.
For those who are watching, my son just delivered me a pizza, and yeah, I'm off my diet, so it's gonna
happy birthday to the daddy. That's what he did. Happy birthday, daddy.
Thank you. So anyway, that's what I'm doing for my birthday, and then obviously the party tomorrow night. But that's it. What you got, Rebecca? What you got? Some clips in there?
We might have some clips in here, and I would like to play them. Like y'all throwing me like these curveballs. I was like, am I ready? I don't know. Am I ready? But yeah, definitely, David. If we have any clips, I know
run the clip of the valedictorian speech. See, I wasn't really excited about her speech. Maybe I have to watch it.
Did you drop it, James?
I think David peeled it. It's she's a melanin division.
Oh, look, David dropped it. So
well, you know, we don't know quite what it's going to be, but
it's not good for it's I guess it's I don't know. Never mind.
It's good for the after party. We're gonna play in the after party though. We're gonna play in the after party.
I'm not dropping anything anymore. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right. Well, we're gonna balance it out because I know this clip from Dave. I watched a little bit of this valedictorian, and I'm like, you know, maybe it's good.
It better be. It better look.
David, we're gonna see. Let's see if she's good, David.
As we leave high school, we need to make our voices heard.
Don't like it. Get her out.
Today, I was going to talk about TV and media and content because it's something that's very important to me. However, under light of recent events, it feels wrong to talk about anything but what is currently affecting me and millions of other women in the state. Recently, the heartbeat bill was passed in Texas. Starting in September, there will be a ban on abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy, regardless of whether the pregnancy was a result of rape or incest. 6 weeks. That's all women get. And so before they realize, most of them don't realize that they're pregnant by 6 weeks. So before they have a chance to decide if they are emotionally, physically, and financially stable enough to carry out a full-term pregnancy, before they have the chance to decide if they can take on the responsibility of bringing another human being into the world, that decision is made for them by a stranger. A decision that will affect the rest of their lives is made by a stranger. I have dreams and hopes and ambitions. Every girl graduating today does. And we have spent our entire lives working towards our future. And without our input and without our consent, our control over that future has been stripped away from us. I am terrified that if my contraceptives fail, I am terrified that if I am raped, then my hopes and aspirations and dreams and efforts for my future will no longer matter. I hope that you can feel how gut-wrenching that is. I hope you can feel how dehumanizing it is to have the autonomy over your own body taken away from you. And I'm talking about this today, on a day as important as this, on a day honoring 12 years of hard academic work, on a day where we are all gathered together, on a day where you are most inclined to listen to a voice like mine, a woman's voice, to tell you that this is a problem, and it's a problem that cannot wait. And I cannot give up this platform to promote complacency and peace when there is a war on my body and a war on my rights. A war on the rights of your mothers, a war on the rights of your sisters, a war on the rights of your daughters. We cannot stay silent. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
I could, yeah. And what I loved about it, she went off script for real. Like when you're not looking down at your paper and you just going and she just flowing, like she was doing that.
Back in the day, we used to really practice,
really practice
speeches.
Yeah.
And and she has it and she felt it and she knew it. That was great, and it's crazy because at the same time though, I would love for when I hear her speak, I don't mean to go down that road.
I know you're going. Go on, Rebecca.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go down that road in my pickup truck. I also feel that she gets the opportunity in the platforms, and she gets to say this. And what it gives me is feminism. And for me, feminism is something that only speaks for, and which is good because the women's organs are amazing, and that plight that happens, like abortion, doesn't take the laws that are they're trying to take ownership of our uterus.
Right.
Okay. And that's for anybody who has a uterus, right?
That bill in Texas is out of control.
It is out of control. So it doesn't only apply to the white or the black or the Hispanic or whatever, the brown or whatever person. It applies to all women. But it's funny because when I hear when I see these things go viral, how long, I'm pretty sure there are black women, who have been talking about this as well, or whatever the case may be. But it's funny when white women or white girls have this conversation, it makes it's so fulfilled. And it's so, and NDRE was talking about something like this yesterday. It's not that we're knocking the fact that she's saying it, but it's crazy that when she says it, it's like, like it's like, do it. Oh, how they go? They start going slow first,
yeah,
and then everybody in the whole wide world starts, and it becomes that. But it's like, and it's like I hear what she's saying, and I get it, and I love that she said it. But it's funny because it just, to me, when she speaks, it's almost like a bat signal, like Batman and them, and it just is like white women. I'm talking to you guys, because that's what it felt like. No, and I'm not trying to make it that.
No, I feel you.
But I was watching NDRE yesterday, who was talking about something very similar about the issues, and it could be a main issue that affects a lot of people, but like the Me Too movement, right?
Right.
When a black woman has been saying it and started the movement, in 2008, Tarana Burke, shouts out to her. But it was when Rose McGowan spoke up about it. It became her movement, and it became white women leading
what
it.
is Alyssa
Milano and Rose
yeah,
McGowan, and they definitely put that to the forefront. And it's when a white woman says something like that, it has more eyes on it. And I wish it was just any woman who spoke about it would get that, because it's like feminism to me is only, and that's what she's giving. Feminism to me, the feminist movement is only something that is created for the white woman and their issues. So that's where
you hit it on the head. I mean, you've said it on the show before. You say like you're more into the womanism because of those distinctions that you've outlined, and you point them out there. And that's why our suspicion radar, our radar was like our Karen Dar was like, wait a minute, got to be sure about this. Yeah. But you actually hit on something that circles back to the conversation we were having with Council Member Tara Samples. And it is the fact that while Nina Turner has her own body of work, the stuff that she's accomplished, it's like people interpret her through Bernie Sanders. It is like, it's that white level of not even just approval, but it's like nobody really recognized her work until she did that work. You know, it's like a twisted way of dismissing the work of Black women already, but putting that work in context of white people is what makes it go viral, like TikTok, like those dancers on TikTok.
That's what I got. And like I said, I have to put this out there so none of y'all feel like y'all got your panties in a bunch and Rebecca's talking about blackness again. But I am, because I always have to say it when it happens, because if I sit on the sidelines, you know, and don't say it, it's going to be people that, you know, it's always going to be white women who stand at the forefront of things that are an every woman issue.
Here's a funny thing, Rebecca, about it is that even if you didn't say it, there are people, I'll put it like this. As soon as you spoke up, people in the audience understood exactly what you were talking about.
Okay. And that's that. I mean, even if you didn't, that would still be in my heart. So
right.
it would still be.
No, but it's like not talking about it doesn't mean that it's not on people's minds. You know what I mean? And so I dig that. All right. What's the next clip? Let's move to the next clip. David, play the one. Play the one.
James drop.
James drop. That's what I want to say.
You ain't got to play the shit now. It's okay.
Play it right now. Play it right now.
Girl, play it all, girl.
Because James
we got awarded. We didn't know what was in it.
All bullshit for the rest of the week next week. Letting y'all know.
Look, he gonna play all gospel, contemporary gospel. He's gonna play all
3 minutes on the set, so you might not get that. I ain't gonna play nothing.
Look, James. What
bits,
is it?
It's all bits today. Ooh, all of it coming out today. I'm sorry, mama girl, but girl.
Sorry, mama girl. Oh, it's a lot. But listen, we're gonna play that.
Let's play this clip.
Before James plays redneck Christian music for y'all on next week, and we're not having that. So go ahead and play this video because it has a message in it too. So
we're gonna find it. We're gonna find the message.
Girls calling around let people know my birthday tomorrow. How y'all doing today? I'm good today, but my birthday tomorrow. Guess what, Lala?
I know, your birthday's tomorrow.
No, my birthday tomorrow. Oh my God! Girl, it's 11:59. My birthday tomorrow.
Bring us back.
No, that's been. Wait, you didn't bring us.
That's not the one.
No, but that
was
that
the one
is
to play earlier for your birthday. But
you see, y'all didn't do right. Y'all didn't do right.
Y'all didn't do right. But
let
it's
me.
okay.
I didn't have nothing to do with it.
And let me
It's all
tell y'all
good.
which
It's all
one
good.
to play, because
It's all
that
good.
one should have been played in the first, and the second one that you were saying should have been played.
Y'all see how miscommunications work?
Yep, because now
another devil.
It's having the bang.
I miss my blessing. I miss my birthday blessing because of a miscommunication. Now play the ratchet one. We're the one that David. Now better be
David,
one
it's not inappropriate. David, don't label it as inappropriate.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I was getting ready to say it.
I was getting ready to say
it. I was getting ready to say it better be disrespectful because we ain't play it in the main show.
I'm telling y'all,
run it, David.
Everybody gonna get cusses out today. Everybody gonna get it. I'm cashing checks today.
Run it.
Fudge. David, you done play that goddamn video. Shit. Nah.
You're giving me 27 piece with the gold tooth. You're giving me 27 piece with the gold tooth on the
right.
side.
Oh man, listen, that's what I got on. Bubba don't do nothing else. Bubba keep that shit 100.
All right. So I have it ready now. And it's really not that inappropriate. But before I do that one, I want to go out on a high note on graduations. I want you guys to respond to this one, and this is Black Joy. If there's ever been Black Joy,
you better be accurate, David. You out here on a limb. Run it.
Because when you have a black child,
they graduate
the
high
only
school.
way that you pull up to the graduation.
Listen,
and they ain't gonna stop nobody's parents.
Listen,
You can't go to the graduation and have your little
They talk about no. What they say? Please hold your applause. Black people be like, please.
I'm screaming, and you may not hear your child's name because I'm screaming still for my child. Period.
I spent 18 years raising this knucklehead. I'm gonna scream. That's what that dad doing right there.
Thousands of dollars for this little bald-headed girl to go to college and change her major about 3-4 times. Okay, so yeah,
I had to take out. I'm an adult, and I had to take out student loans for that Negro to go and get that degree. I'm gonna shout. That's what that daddy said.
Okay, I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna clap. I'm gonna speak in tongues. I'm gonna speak my ancestors. I'm gonna speak.
Please hold your applause.
That's my baby right there. Look at Bubba. Bubba, give it to him, Bubba. Show them what you got.
Damn, I
Let me see you. I see you, number 4. I see you. Clap it up. Hey,
I love it.
Teddy bear. Like that's exactly what it is. Look, my neighbors are mad right now.
And you go and you don't. And listen, in those scenarios, you do not call them by their government name. You call them by every nickname you call.
I see you.
Pookie.
That's my Pookie. She got
Pookie.
Big bag.
Buddy.
Bubba.
Okay. And then they hold out the Bubba. Bubba.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Mama, you a hush?
She's gonna hold it.
Mama going like, that's my baby. Mama going and be like, that's my baby. I know.
That's mine.
God, yes, Papa.
Yeah, my mama on the side talking about some glory, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Now what the hell?
What this girl's giving?
What the hell did y'all bring up on our screen just now?
Before I'm gonna give us the intro into the video since Bubba he was waiting, honey. Let me tell you. The face that she's giving right now is the face that Bubba is giving to David. Okay, that is exactly
and me, like, because I listened to David.
So but really for this video though, it's basically about contraceptives, and the way that she says it is of course for the culture. And she's a mother, and she has children, of course, and she has I think a husband or a partner, and she's literally talking about contraceptives, but she's doing it for the culture and in a funny way. So let's definitely
listen. If this is not ratchet and not safe for work, David, you're fired.
Has maybe one ratchet word. It maybe has one ratchet word, which I wouldn't consider ratchet.
No.
But let's take a look at it.
Wouldn't be the first time I've been fired on air. Maybe like the 10th.
Man, just play the damn thing.
By me.
Play the video.
The pull-out method is not effective. The pull-out method is not. Pre-cum exists. You can still get pregnant, sis. But it doesn't all fall on the one who has a uterus. If you've got a penis, wrap that shit up. The pull-out method is not effective. The pull-out method is not. Pre-cum exists. You can still get pregnant, sis. But it doesn't all fall on the one who has a uterus. If you've got a penis, wrap that shit up.
I love it.
Bring it back to me. Bring it back.
I love it. You've got
David.
penis.
David, you're not fired, David. But I will never again listen to you in regards to what is ratchet and what is not appropriate. And I shouldn't have in the first place. This white man can't tell us what could go on black shit.
If it was ratchet, I wouldn't have shared it. Let me tell y'all goddamn something right now. Because then I'm going to get it out here, and then that's going to be, goddamn it, when I share something, it's not going to be ratchet. It's not going to be full of cuss words. And if it is, I'm going to give a goddamn parental advisory list. How dare you sit up here and say it's goddamn ratchet. She's doing good goddamn well. She only said shit in that video. She wasn't ratchet. She got 1,000 kids. She's trying to teach us about contraceptive. Wrap that shit up. I'm done. Thank you.
Wrap that shit up.
And that is today's lesson in miscommunication. My bad. That's on me.
Yeah. No, it's fine though. It was. I think it was played right when it was supposed to be played anyway. I love it. I think that the message is very serious at the same time. Not that she didn't want the kids. You know, clearly she wanted her kids and she loves her kids. But she's saying, no, look. It's okay. It's okay, David.
It's okay, David.
No, right. Not that she didn't want the kids, but she definitely wanted her kids. But she was showing that I can be an example for those like I got a partner, and we probably agreed to.
David is worried about the respectability politics that exist in the Black community to make sure that we don't present anything that's going to mess up the brand with the respect. But that's not for you to worry about, David. We got that under control, and that was my bad. I should have watched it. That's on me, y'all. That ain't even David's fault. That's on me. My bad, James. My fault, bro.
Tomorrow, you're gonna get the worst happy birthday song I can find, Ben. You're gonna get an hour of country music. So those who just know the first hour is gonna be country.
Glad to be American.
Now, don't get it twisted. It might be some good country music with some good beats,
intro
but
that
you know,
song for Ben
Listen,
tomorrow.
can at least be Rebecca. Can at least be on the level where Rebecca show up. Like if it's gonna be country western, at least let it inspire a good segment for y'all too.
Ooh, I don't know if I got that kind of country, but no country at all.
What time the party start tomorrow? I do this every time you guys do this.
She do it every time. Rebecca can't ever show up.
When she get to fixing her clothes, you know she ain't coming.
Listen,
what time the party start tomorrow?
Yeah, we got to be careful. We got to be careful because every time we mention somebody, like the more we talked about Dwayne, the more the audience loved Dwayne, and we didn't talked about David. Now everybody in the audience saying, "Y'all leave David alone."
Leave David.
Oh God!
They're like, David is doing fine. David can't catch a break. Y'all leave that.
Look, and then David done popped up, and y'all saw his little head on the side
on the screen
with the beard. And they
Hey, it could go any direction.
What's
You get
up,
them,
David?
you get the white dudes with no hair. It could go either way.
It could go either way, but David is giving that urban.
They could be Antifa or they could be Boogaloo Boys. I don't know.
Isn't David like Puerto Rican or something?
Yeah,
we claim him to be Puerto Rican.
David does give an almost something else vibe.
He got too much. He got too much soul in him.
He got a little.
Does.
Because like you said, Ben, it can go both ways when you're white.
Listen, I've had dudes
on the head.
I've had skinheads because like me, like bald head. Like I've had bald headed white dudes who've been in the trenches with me, man. Like high key with out there help protecting me from some Nazis. Like we've been in the trenches together. And then I've had some skinhead white dudes who we had to run from. James, you remember them? We ran from them skinheads in Daytona. So. And somebody said, Ben, you're such a. I'm not a bully. It's all love.
That's what I was just about to say. I was the one that just went full on gay, and they called me a bully.
It was definitely Bubba.
It wasn't me.
It was definitely. And then here I go trying to make everything right. It's all right. Ben was wrong. David,
I was wrong.
David, it's okay. You can try again.
Wrong.
You were wrong. But it's okay.
See, I try to do the right thing and I get blamed anyway. That's why I'm gonna talk about these controversies I'm gonna talk about them on the show. Listen, if y'all gonna get 2, 3, 5,000 tweets, retweets and likes off of talking bad about me, I'm gonna talk about y'all motherfuckers right here on this show. That's how I would do.
I think how we can balance this whole thing out.
We're in the after party now, by the way.
I think how we can balance this out really quick is play this other video, which is going to definitely for all of our LGBTQIA plus family in this Pride Month. I think that you guys will specifically enjoy this because I love how it also takes a stereotype, right?
Love you, Laura. Love you, Laura Estrada. I know you. Right. I didn't know you were joking, but thank you for because I'm an artist.
He's very
sensitive.
He's a Gemini, and he's sensitive about his. Okay.
Go ahead, Rebecca. It's in your head.
So y'all gonna stop cutting me off while I lead into this next video. That's what I do know. So no, seriously though, in this next video that David is about to play, it's definitely good because it has this, for the stereotypes of people who men or women who look a certain kind of way, and then next thing you know, it's like, I love it, Bubba, that you put this out there because that's what people see when they see you. But then you unleash.
The dragon, honey.
So let's play that video.
Hey, and then after that, I gotta play something special as well too. That somebody sent me that I think it would fit perfectly right after this video. Okay.
Let's do it. It's in your hands.
Yes, I'm gonna have to ride it tonight.
Give it to me now. Back it up. Hey. Did you do the head roll?
You look like Drake.
I need y'all to see the head roll when it comes out. Yes, give it to me now. Yeah. Okay.
does look
Did
like
you see
Drake.
the head roll spin?
He
It
look
was
like
pure
Drake.
Britney Spears. It
look
was.
like
If you go on
Drake.
Britney Spears' page right now, she only does her spins. She's literally doing a spin to a Toni Braxton song. I'm like, girl, why? But it is definitely the Britney Spears full on spin, head roll, and body roll. I live for it.
Right.
And
All of it.
he looked like ain't nobody stepping in the ring with this brother.
Not
Okay.
one person.
Nobody.
You see what
you
I'm
step
saying?
to me.
And it's a stereotypes. Like you think somebody's
Not
gonna step
that
up to
kinda ring.
Bubba? You think somebody's gonna step up to Bubba?
No, no. Wait, listen. The last person I want coming to snap on me is Bubba. Let me just tell like
Because Bubba gave head roll and Bubba got hands.
And he got receipts. And he got receipts. Like we were in college together. Like he got all the stories. He know where the dead bodies are.
Bruh, right. Both of us. You will never come to Ben because Ben now is in a different position to where Ben can be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cancel Bubba's ass. Oh no, okay, cool.
I'm like, this big old bear dude over here got some misogyny in him. I can set it up real good.
Right.
but you also could go back to the old school. You be like, Ben, I remember you when you were locked up in your room, scared to come out because you were afraid of XYZ, right? You can fill in the blanks. That's not for everybody to know.
You were scared of what?
Not just, it was tough at Bethune-Cookman. Those streets them streets of Daytona ain't no joke.
Okay, and I remember we celebrated your birthday before one summer when we were at summer school. You remember that?
Oh Lord, yeah. Don't move the mountain. Give me strength to climb. James knew me before I was saved. James knew me before I came to Jesus for real.
You know you come to Jesus, and you gotta go to Jesus for real.
There's multiple stages to this salvation thing. Like
it definitely is. Some people like, I got saved for the 15th time, and this time I mean it.
See, the first time we got saved, first time we got saved because our parents made us go to church. That's all.
Right.
That's it. Yep. Our parents made us go. Second time we got saved because we were scared. We caught something. That's when.
Third time we got saved because we done been through it so much. And it's like the only thing we got is like, you know what?
And then the fourth time we got saved because we thought we got something. And we said, Jesus, if you just help us get out of this mess, if you just help me get past this one,
we didn't listen the second time we got saved and we thought we got something. And now that was like, God, if you could just let me get my period tomorrow.
Lord,
I never will do it again.
I have never been such a proponent of negative results. God, if you just let it come back negative.
Lord, if you just let this burning go away, Lord, it just
God,
help me,
please, Lord.
That's what we got to say.
My period, Lord, and I will not. God,
now,
I pray. I know I'm not gonna do it again. Like, I'm not gonna do it again.
And then so the
end up doing it again anyway.
The 56th time we got saved is when we did it again anyway. Okay. So this whole religion thing, it's like not a God.
Now we're like, God gonna cover me. He did it before. He'll do it again.
And over again. So James knew me before I got saved the second time. First time I was saved because my parents made me go.
Parents, right.
Second time I got saved because I was like, Lord, just get me out of this mess I done got myself into. That's when I met James. So that's why I don't want him. That's why I don't ever want him on my bad side. So if he ever called me out, you're gonna find me backpedaling real quick and be like, you right, bro.
And Ben's like, David did it. And David came up like,
listen,
I'll say this. It wasn't me.
Afford to lose David, so I'm like, you know what? It's me.
Nah, David knew
I did it wrong.
Now David's like, forget Ben, forget Bubba, and forget Rebecca. Let me pull up. Hey y'all, it's
David
me.
got a good
David.
microphone now.
Hey y'all, it's
right.
Hey y'all, it's me, David. And I just wanted to let you guys know that it wasn't me. And look, Dwayne who?
Dwayne who? Dwayne. Man.
Dwayne.
Dwayne looking like Drake. Like that big muscle bound Drake that was on there just bogan. That boy was getting it, wasn't he?
He was. And the head roll spin.
None of that. I ain't gonna even try.
With all the muscles, all that muscle.
It was giving life. I love it because it's like I love when people may see you and and what's one thing about you that people will look at you and assume about you, but then you turn around and
me?
You're something else. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
That I should be messed with, that they could get over on me. That's a lot of people's mistakes about me, is that they think they can get over me. And that's why I'm going to start telling my stories. Every controversy, but I'm going to tell it in a very tactful way. I'm not, because you could tell, if you talk about mess, it brings you down into the mess, right? But if you reflect on it and build a bigger picture around it, you can really explore the nuances. And then, I'm gonna intellectualize the Twitter drama and all that other stuff. Because I'm not gonna call out people's names, but people see me. They see I'm like 5'0". They see I'm really nice. They see I like to put people on, and then they feel like they can get over on me. So that's their mistake.
Yeah.
What about you, Rebecca? When people see you, what mistake they made?
That I am very bougie, right? And that I'm very bougie, and I don't like have like this good spirit. This is the first time. Now, this is first meeting. This is seeing me.
I gotta fix my camera. Go ahead, keep talking,
Okay.
Rebecca.
This is seeing me walk through the door. It's all right. I'm not even gonna come for you, Ben. It's your birthday. But this is seeing me walk through the door on site. People be like, "Oh, she thinks she all that." She did it, and then boom, like you get with me. I'm the one in the high heels with the purse and everything, doing the Megan knees, okay, and bringing everybody with me. Like, come on. And then I'm also the one that's checking on you. The same girl that's walking into the corporate office with the high heels on. I'm walking around the corporate office, giving people hugs from behind, telling them, "Hey, are you having a good day?" Sitting with the person that's sitting by themselves at lunch, like and I'm sitting with them, and I'm trying to just get to know them.
You're kind.
I am, and people just kind of like see me and they think that I'm going to be rude and this and that, and I'm really not that girl. I'm so loving, it's ridiculous. Like,
James, when people see you, what do they mistake? What's their misconception about you?
Of course, what you already say all the time, that I'm just mean as hell, big black man who's mean and just But then you start talking like he's a big old teddy bear. Basically, yeah. Don't mistake the niceness for
because the grizzly. Because I'm telling grizzlies are cuddly.
Listen, if you ever see me in a fight with a bear, what do you say?
Help see me in a fight with a bear. Help the bear.
The bear.
Hey, that was pretty decent, Mystical, right? Y'all got good impersonations. That by itself. But don't mess with the grizzly bear. But it's easy for people to see you and make up in their mind. But you know what trips me out? And this is the thing I'm going through, is when people lie on you to make you something that you're not. Like, bring us back, but you can drop that
right there. No, I think Bubba's trying to play something, but right there.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Right there. Hold that thought, because I think that that's definitely another.
All right, we'll talk about that when we come back. When people lie on you to make you something that you're not, James,
that you are not.
Yes. So this track that I'm about to play was sent to me by our very own Miss B, y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh?
Hey.
So far, I love it.
She's got a million things to do today, and you know she's gonna do them. There ain't no doubt. She's got a million problems on her plate, and you know she's gonna chew them.
Oh, is this me? This is me.
Yes. She's so above it, yeah, she walks on air, yeah. And yeah, she does it with such self-worth, yeah. Don't matter what is standing in her way, cause you know she's getting through it. So don't despair.
This makes me want to put my hands like a man.
She's got what you want.
You know we like some fall on the floor. I love that.
You know she's got everything. So boy, don't you cry. Leave all your worries behind. Just come to mama.
Come to mama.
Just come to mama. She'll take care of all of your drama. Baby boy.
Baby boy.
I had to play this.
Come on, baby.
That's all right. That's
So
all
I
right.
dropped her SoundCloud link in the chat so y'all
That's
can
what's up. Y'all
go
show
get
B some
that.
love.
Exclusive
Make sure y'all
by
get
our
that, y'all.
own.
I enjoy that. Because
Very
you know,
talented.
you
Very
know,
He's
talented.
very talented.
that's what we all have in common. That 4 on the floor, the boom, dum. Because James, you could mix that 100 different ways. What you could mix that with like 100 different songs, can't you?
I really could.
You know what I
I
mean?
could throw this in my mix, no problem.
And then go from that and go into some Frankie Beverly, or back up and go to some Vogue.
And actually would really fit with Before I Let Go.
Beyonce, and then you could go to the Beyonce's version of Before I Let Go, and then you come back, and then you could take it down to some Anita Baker with the house mix. You know what I mean? That 4 on the floor. See, that 4 on the floor is like that connects all of our cultures. It don't matter where you're from. Everybody like that group. Boom.
Now everybody not be able to dance on that beat.
Yeah, you're right
But
about
they
that.
can definitely. It does transcend all races.
That's the Bee Gees right there.
So, yeah.
Step.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you do the then it takes me to the Fugees. Like who had that it's all right because it's a Saturday night. Who did that verse? Wyclef, right? So you go to the Fugees, right? And then you go anywhere from there. That four on the floor is everywhere.
Yeah, right. and then I'm glad that it can definitely, if we can just get that into the movements and the joints. But I think that's our ancestors.
Wait a minute.
Ancestral thing. Not everybody can.
Wait. There is a clip. There is a track. It's viral, and I want to get David if you can grab it. I want you to look up what are those? There's 3 white women who are dancing, and they're dancing to it's either lean with it or rock with it. But these 3 white women from like the 60s, they were, matter of fact, I'll find it. Give me something else in the meantime while I find it, because I want some of these white folk can dance.
This would be
well, no, what they did was we're talking about when the beat drops in their generation on that time at that day.
not in the remix.
Manipulated or modified for them to always be on the beat. You see, it's a difference. There's a difference. Okay, because I done been some places.
Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Hit the flow. I said hit the flow. Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Hit the flow.
You can go anywhere from there. You can go anywhere with that.
I didn't say let's go out of bed today. I can't get up.
Girl, I got 105 hoes, they always beat in my ear. Girl, I got a problem solver, lean back and swallow, mix it up.
It's gonna be. Drop it. I told you black folks stay on beat.
Money all in my pants, girl. It's your night, so every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Every day is your birthday and I hit the flow. Hit the flow. I said hit the flow.
All day long.
Every day is your birthday.
Gotta give me the right amount of
alcohol.
Listen. See, you got to give me the right amount though. You can't give me too much and you can't give me too little. You give me too little and I'm still inside of my shell. You give me too much and I took my shirt off and I'm working on the tables. So you got to balance it out really strong. Y'all been there with me. You give me the right amount, we have a really good show.
Look, I know too much of a good show sometimes. Okay. But if you give Ben the right amount while you're out, Ben is enjoying himself. He's having a good time. It's great. So once Ben is coming outside, Bubba, it's gonna be me, you, and Ben, and you'll see how Rebecca gets down, because you don't know yet, Bubba. But Rebecca, Megan Nees, and
because I was gonna say that beat in there. The beginning of that beat could have gone to some compa, right?
Yeah.
Like that. You can go anywhere with
that.
A
little slower, but yes, that is a definitely universal beat though. Mm-hmm. When the guy on the drums says it, when he starts that, and they be like, ding, ding, ding.
How they do, Rebecca?
Like, ding, ding. And then the man beat, when his neck start doing something like this, you know, ding, 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 ding.
No, what I need to know, I need somebody in the audience to help me remember the name of this video. It's 3 white women who are like doing a dance routine from a 60s variety show, and they're doing it over a Beyonce song. And I mean,
you're talking about Bob Fosse.
Bob Fosse?
Yeah, okay. Fosse.
Because Bubba knows.
It's Beyonce involved and it's Bob Fosse, because that's where she got the idea for the video from.
I love that you know.
Yeah.
Yes,
there's another version that she's doing it, that they're doing it to Walk It Out. Like the white
that's
ladies.
the one. That's the one I want.
You got it?
I'm looking it up now.
I got you, bro. I'll give it to you in like 1 second.
Because you don't know, you don't know everything. I be needing people to help me out. I don't have all the history.
Bubba knows.
Bubba knows. Bubba knows. That's a segment.
Dancers are like one of my favorite dancers because his dance moves are like all kind of like funky. Mexican breakfast. That's the name of it.
You got it, David. Run it. This because when you say this is what I think of when I think 4 on the floor and some melanin deficient sisters killing it. They about to rip this up. No. Stop that one. Because Beyonce,
Oh yeah, we can't use that one.
You can't use the Beyonce one. Use the Walk It Out.
Yeah.
We'll go to jail. Beyonce will send us to jail. Walk It Out and just Walk It Out would just get us a copyright flag. But Beyonce should have the Gestapo out here to arrest me in no time flat. Talk about, oh, you want to be a single lady on the Benjamin Dixon Show.
Right. We'll make you a single lady. Right.
We're gonna make your wife a single lady.
Okay.
Try to
Where
get
you
us.
going, B?
Ben be in jail. Look, me, I ain't saying a thing. Look, like, was Rebecca on that show?
Rebecca over there jumping.
I was-
Rebecca jumping in, knowing she's been in the whole conversation over there on her phone.
No, I saw that, but I heard. I heard.
You heard enough to be able to get in on the conversation.
I'm good at it.
Oh man, that's it. Okay, what we got next? I know we're waiting on David to grab that. I didn't know the name was Bob Fosse, but now I know how to find it going forward.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to circle back.
Here you go, Bubba. It's crazy.
When I don't remember what the heck, like that lady that you had, no offense, but the last guest who literally forgot mid, she was like, she just went on and then was like,
she forgot where she was.
What was that you said?
I was able to, but I was with her. You weren't with her.
But then Ben forgot too, because when he came back, he was like, well, it was. And then it came back to Ben, and then it came back to her. Okay.
I did not forget.
Here we go.
I just wasn't expecting her to toss it back to me. All right, here we go. Bob Fosse. We gonna get.
Now walk it out. 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 West side walk it out. South side walk it out. South side walk it out. North side walk it out. Now 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 west side walk it out.
All right, that's enough. I think we're gonna get suspended. That's enough. That's enough. I don't want to get too far, but they kill it. Y'all know that video. Go look at it.
They're killing it because the beat a black person.
You say they mix the generations.
Yes, you know how we can modify and create and whatever, and they are killing the dance moves though.
Yeah.
But
now the original beat was like a Mexican song, a mariachi song, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm looking at it on YouTube now. Yeah, but that just shows you like the interconnectivity that we have in music, man. Yeah. Like we get into some, like there's some beats you play at the patron party, James, that it don't matter where it's from. Now, sometimes we have special requests, and I had one last week that was special request, kind of messed up the flow. Josie had a attention far away. The outfield kind of messed up the flow. But generally speaking, you can take music from almost any culture and blend it into that beat that B sent us. Like, because it's just like a real straightforward 4 on the floor kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I play Taylor Swift in a minute. I love Taylor, and I can mix her in like all my sets. And it's funny, I play her at parties, and even the black people go crazy. I'm like, oh, I didn't think that was going to move y'all.
Taylor Swift that I actually, I used to be a Taylor Swift fan back when it was Tears in My Guitar. Like that was when I was a Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
But
who sings "It's the Climb"?
That is Miley Cyrus. It's funny that you say Miley Cyrus, Ben, because I was going there. The artist, if anybody knows her, she's very young. I think she's like 21 years old now, 21, 22. But she and Miley Cyrus are like the same. Like she looked up to Miley Cyrus when she was younger, and so recently she just did an acoustic in her room or something, and she's singing a Miley Cyrus song.
Okay.
And I'm like, and I remember when I was in college, there was this young Haitian girl that was sent to our apartment because we had an extra bedroom. She didn't really speak English like that. But she did graduate early, and they were like, we're going to put her in apartment 434 with the other Haitian girls. I'm like, I don't got time to be babysitting nobody. But then she didn't know anything, but she loved Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
She was about 15. Now, I've been in college, 2 years at that time. I had to be like 19, 20. There's a 15-year-old girl who's starting her first college semester. And she kept saying, I want to watch Miley. I want to watch Miley.
Music is international.
And I would put it on Miley for her. That's how I got to know Miley Cyrus.
They wilding. Those dancers are killing it.
The dancers are killing while we talking. But are y'all looking at these lyrics? That's
no.
On the
Step
screen.
aside,
my appendix just burst.
I saw something about
I carry the water.
With the queers.
Oh my God, I carry the water for the Billie G, huh? This is racist.
I got a sassy.
That's my baby maker.
That's my baby maker.
No, sing it in the Rebecca voice.
Oh yeah.
Chopping the vegetables.
All right. I have very painful colitis. Get sit out.
Sarah, the sky's the limit.
said, "K Sarah, you can see that my ovaries are very healthy. Big horizons in the airline industry, taking it to the streets.
I ain't got no time for no jibber jabber.
Come on, Bubba.
Chicken is good for you. Yeah, I love this chicken, Rebecca.
I know kung fu. At last holds the heaven, kick the habit. I gaze upon the old prairie.
You sound like an old church missionary.
Dude,
you sound like you at a deaconess meeting.
Cause you know,
Because
I'm
there
in
ain't
the
that
church.
much difference.
Some of my best friends are homosexual.
This is bad. The women of the dynasty wear big shoulder pads. Stand back. I'm ovulating. Hey. Stand back. I'm ovulating. No more spicy meatballs. No more spicy. Beep, beep, groceries.
Do it, James. Get in there, James. Homeland Security, bitch.
If that would be the part that comes up for Ben. What the? I kicked you in your teeth. I plucked you. What? I kicked you back in your lame LOL.
Wait a minute. What song is this? What song is dancing to this? Please turn up the music real quick. Turn up the music.
It's still
at home. Okay, go back. Bring it out. Bring it back out.
Wait. The dance moves.
Sticking it to Whitey, I have a vitamin deficiency.
Wait a minute, bro.
You guys, what is this?
No, you
can't have my kidney.
No, you can't have my kidney. Third base on the first.
Joining the workforce. I'm in Hep with the queers.
This is my first rodeo.
Do it in Donald Trump voice, James.
Welcome, get back, motherfucker. When you're a jet, you're a jet all the way. Watch out! I'm about to destroy. What is this? Quest denied.
Okay. Listen, for the people who are listening, we should have said this. We didn't even know what we were doing. We were just doing. We're reading subtitles to a dance video, and we're just doing it in our own voices. And I promise, it's the funniest thing I've done in a long time. Go, Rebecca. Step up,
now,
my appendix just
so now you got to rap it. Kick out the jams. I carry water for the village. Yeehaw, yeehaw.
I fought in the munchkin.
I'm a puppet,
I am a puppet. Oh, ring fall in. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Wheezy.
What the hell is that? 10 items are left in the express checkout. Your train has left the station.
Oh, you sound like Foxy Brown right there.
And scene.
It's over.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
you guys, that is crazy that we really just went through a mind FUCK. That is wild.
Oh man, we got to do that again. Like random lyrics come up and we do it in whatever voice comes to us. The voice we're gonna do a segment called "Voices in My Head." Voices in my head, where we just go through whatever comes up on the screen. We're gonna say it in whatever accent comes to mind. That's a segment. Wow.
They got me sweating over here, crying, stomach hurt.
Man,
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the man who died, who made it right for me.
We have to stand together.
Yes,
fellow Americans
has helped so.
I believe that
God bless the USA.
That America is a great nation.
Oh shit, man.
I can do it pretty decent, Barack Obama.
You do great.
Holy shit, that was
you
awesome.
do great, man.
Chop it up, cut it up, put it out to the masses. Listen, that's it. Listen, we can stay low as y'all want, but we coming up at the top of the hour.
Ben said it's his birthday.
It's my birthday.
And that's it. And Ben, look, the delivery is on the way now.
It
so
is? Okay.
Take some pictures when you just, when you get them, and
Lord,
just,
what have you sent me?
feel good about that.
Listen,
and
listen. If you send me something, like if you sent me like a strippergram, I'm giving
I
Jada your address.
I would never disrespect
because I am not going down. I'm not going down on account of something I ain't do.
That way.
James Bush said, if I get in trouble, it's gonna be on something I do, not on account of somebody else do.
Yeah, I ain't do. You can blame it on me, but it's crazy how different you act when you vaccinated. When you was first not vaccinated, it was like, God is good
Just
and God is real. And now it's like, listen, definitely strip club on me, bruh. Pulling up. What's
Magic City?
Let's go.
Barack Obama goes to the strip club.
That's it.
Drop it like it's hot.
God bless.
We have to go to the strip club. They got this one big booty stripper
Donald,
she drops.
Donald, I don't want to see Melania. Okay, what I want to see, I want to see some sisters with mega knees. That's so we got to go to
and degrees.
I need sisters who got student loans to pay.
I don't know what you're talking about, Barack. Michelle was.
I don't want to go to Club Cheetah. Okay? I don't want to go to Club Cheetah.
Fine woman with a fat ass, and she was there.
Melania looks like she's
everywhere.
Home. For 30 cents a day, you could sponsor an ass on Melania.
Melania like she's been sitting down for 5 years. No, but Melania does have a nice body though. She does have a nice body though.
Girl,
and so does Michelle. Michelle got the best arms and a beautiful, nice hourglass shape. And I wish.
Oh wait, I got you, brother.
Oh man, that's a sketch right there. Barack,
Melania, and that book, Melania.
Because Barack when you sit down for a minute,
James, Barack and Donald go to the strip club. That's a segment, man. All right, y'all. Let's get out of here before we get too ratchet and somebody else cancels their Patreon membership.
It's crazy how I can see the white in him. like you see what I'm saying?
You can see the Caucasian in Obama.
Yes.
I can see it now. I can never unsee it.
Look,
you see the Karen just busted out of his bloodstream. Look at it.
It's
like,
crazy. No, but I love that man, though. Leave me alone. I do love him.
He's resisting it. He's
still crying, though.
I need to call the manager. It's like he's just struggling. 911. There's a Negro in the elevator with me.
Oh, look, y'all, I'm out of here.
Lock the door. Michelle, we're on the south side. Lock the door, Michelle. Good night.
Look, bye, y'all. I love y'all. I mean, happy birthday, Ben. Everybody, make sure you get his PayPal and definitely send him some money. I love you guys. Enjoy. I will see you guys at the Patron party. Bye.
I'm gonna take y'all out with Miss B. Make sure that y'all are in the place tomorrow night for Ben's birthday patron party going down. Don't want to miss it. And if you do want to come, make sure if you're on Twitch, make sure that you send a whisper to us or Jam Tune, and they can get you the details for the party tomorrow night, y'all. We will see y'all tomorrow night. It's gonna go down. Hope y'all like it. Like it or not, deuces.
So don't despair. She's got what you want.
The pull-out method is not effective. The pull-out method is not. Pre-cum exists. You can still get pregnant, sis. But it doesn't all fall on the one who has a uterus. If you've got a penis, wrap that shit. The pull-out method is not effective. The pull-out method is not. Pre-cum exists. You can still get pregnant, sis. But it doesn't all fall on the one who has a uterus. If you've got a penis, wrap that shit up.